Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. So far, so good with Kajal Singh. Today we are going to learn something about telling the time. Telling the time in English is the most important skill for any learner who wants to develop their language proficiency in English. So let's learn few things which are very trendy and very important when it comes to talk about time. We will cover many aspects in the video. Number 1, we will learn about the clock. Number 2, asking the time. Number 3, answering the question. And number 4, practice time. So let's get started with our first content that will help us to know more about clock. I know I'm not really good at drawing, but excuse me for this rough one. I tried my level best to help you with basic clock. So let's learn about it. We know that this is called clock. It has two hands, minute hand and hour hand. Now we are very much familiar with telling the time in the easiest way that we all are very comfortable with. For example, we call this 2:02, 2:10, 2:30 and so on. But there are a lot of expressions and phrases which helps us to speak in advanced level. So let's learn those phrases and expressions as well. Whenever we see our hands of clock in this way, then we will always call it o'clock. For example, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock or noon, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock and so on. So whenever it gives us a clear picture about having an hour hand to the specific number like this, if the minute hand is spotting 12, then it will be always considered o'clock. Now let's talk about this whole clock. If we divide this clock into 4 parts, it becomes the quarter. Not this one, but the quarter which we are talking about here. Okay, now this portion is called past, and here from 6 to 12 it calls 2. We will understand. It's very easy, believe me. We know that we have 5-minute interval between all the numbers which are shown in this clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Becomes an hour, right? If I have to speak 1, 5, we call that 105 as well. Here 1, 5. We will use 5 past 1. 5 past 1. If it is 1:10, 10 past 1. But when it comes to 15, we will say quarter past 1. And when it comes to here, basically it is making half, we will say half past 1. I hope we are clear with this half content. Now let's come to 2. When the minute hand exceeds and moves after 30, then it becomes 2 as I have mentioned. 10 to 10, 10 minutes are left to be 10, 10 to 10. Let's say 15 minutes. If it is asking about 15 minutes, then if we talk about quarter, then quarter to 9. Yes. So this is very easy. It's just we need to be very mindful about past and 2. Past is always used from 12 to 6 and 2 is always used from 6 to 12. Alright. And always for 6 we use half. Okay. For example, half past 6, half past 5, half past 4, 3, 2, 1 and so on. And here quarter to 12, quarter to 11, quarter to 10, quarter to 10, quarter to 9, 8, 7, quarter to 2, quarter to 1 we will use. Alright. So this concept is clear. Now let's come to second point, which will help us to know what are some other ways where we can ask some questions about timing. Learning only about clock is not sufficient, right? We need to comprehend this very well so that we do not find ourselves struggling with anything. So let's learn about some questions and various ways to ask questions about timing. So here are 5 questions that can help us to ask questions quite well. Number 1, what time is it? Number 2, what is the time? Number 3, do you have the time? Number 4, do you know what time it is? Or could you please tell me the time? And there are some other questions also can be asked. Do you happen to have the time? Have you got the right time? Or what time do you make it? So these are some questions which can be asked when it comes to talk about time and all. Now let's enter to the third part of this video, answering the question. What are some other ways to answer these questions differently? Okay, I request you to take the picture of it because I was being suggested that I should give few extra seconds to click the picture. So here we go. And here are some answers which we can frame and answer. Number 1, it is exactly, which means we can say it is exactly 10 o'clock or about to. It is about to be 12 o'clock or it is just going to be 9 o'clock. Alright. Sure, it is 3 p.m. Can you please tell me the time? Sure, it is 3 p.m. Sorry, I'm not wearing watch. Can you please just tell me the time? Sorry, I'm not wearing the watch. 2:30. Time please? 2:30. Or 2:30. It is 4:20. 4:20. Or 20 past 4. It is 10 past 10. 10 past 10. The time is 8 o'clock. What is the time? The time is 8 o'clock. So these are the ways that we can use to answer the questions. Now let's move to the wonderful part of the session and check your reflection of your learning. So here, let's move to the practice time. But before that, I suggest you to click the picture of it. So here is the exercise, small exercise to check our understanding. I'll wait for 5 seconds. You can answer in your mind and I'll share the correct answer over here. First, 2:40. Yeah. So the correct answer is 22:03. Now it is not mentioned here AM or PM. Based on that we can mention 22:03 AM. 3:10. 10 past 3. 12 PM. Very easy. 12 o'clock. 8:50. 10 to 9. 9:55. 5 to 10. To understand this concept clearly, I'm going to add one quiz in description box. Please don't forget to attempt those quiz and check your understanding related to this clock. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned, stay connected for the next video and don't forget to subscribe this video. Take care, have a good day. Thank you. 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,